This is Adam and Barry here on the 11th day of May, and a very good afternoon to you, and welcome to everybody.
Afternoon all.
And sanitize their hands, guys. Very important. Well, we'll get to that at the end of today's show. Well, so much for that southerly change. On Saturday, we thought we were going to get the heavens opened up, but sadly, we did not. And today, look at that.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day and 19 degrees, maximum in Sydney today. Well, today, this episode is about lifting the restrictions. And joining me now in the studio, a very good afternoon to my good friend Adam.
Pleasure to be back. Thanks for having me on, Barry. Look forward to the episode.
Well, to open the show, we're going to be talking about the restrictions. Okay? The restrictions are going to be in place for most of Australia, but sadly, in Victoria, they are still in lockdown. Here's my outsider for his opening view on this.
Yeah, so from what I understand, you still won't be able to get into WA. They're opening up some of the borders. I think interstate travel is going to be allowed. I believe now they've got a limit of 10 people indoors. Funerals, you can now have 20 mourners, I think, inside, or it could still be 10, it could be 20 though, and I think 30 outside, which is good news, for people that are mourning the loss of someone. Which would have been a tough time for people during the full lockdown. I think also some beaches being reopened, and also the pubs and clubs potentially in the next week could be reopened, which is good news for people that want to go and enjoy a meal at a restaurant or something, or just sort of get out of the house and feel like they're doing something that was a bit more normal only a few months ago. So.
Now, in Victoria, guys, sadly, there was anger outside Parliament yesterday. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, there was a big protest down in Melbourne. I think 400 or 500 people rocked up, just basically protesting their rights, wanting to get out of the house. They've been in lockdown for months, basically arguing that the government's taking too much power and all these sort of things. I think there was a bit of violence that erupted, unfortunately. Should never act out towards police or ambulance, as we always say. So it was a shame to see that. Obviously, we're all feeling stressed at times, but the people's never the one.
So we will also discuss violence today on this show. And if you ever feel low down, again, speak to Lifeline there. Excuse me. Speak to Lifeline 131114. I'll give you that number at the end of today's show also. And a psychologist if you're feeling low or down. And always remember, never ever keep anything in. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, once again, I want to push that message home to the listeners and the viewers that, if you've got a problem, you're better off speaking about it. Don't let it fester. because it'll just eat you from the inside. That is what it is. So Barry's right on
and violence.
that.
Okay, there's no need for that.
No, never.
And especially touching a woman as well if you're a man.
Yeah, that's probably one of the lowest acts I think out there is violence against women. Domestic violence apparently has gone through the roof during the lockdowns. People drinking more and obviously taking.
Because violence, it shouldn't be going up, it should be going down.
Yeah,
it should never happen in the first place.
That's a curve we should try and flatten as well. Violence against women. Horrendous thing.
So if you're angry, take some time out. Please do that. Here's my offside.
Yeah, take a deep breath. It's not worth it. You know, you're really harming people, children, women, families. It's disgusting. You know, if you're gonna hit a woman, I think straight to go. Really into the. And
your hands are not like a punching bag.
No.
And the message that we'd like to put out on this show this afternoon, please don't ever assault someone whether you have the intention to or not, because violence, guys, come on and can be avoided. And there are other ways out there, guys, that you can solve the problem without having a big puncher. Is my offsider.
That's true, yeah, and I think that relates to Barry's point in regards to speaking about things. You know, don't let it get to the point where you act out in a violent way, particularly towards women and children. There's just never any reason or excuse for it at all. So if you're stressed out, like Barry said, take a minute, take 10, take an hour, take a day if you need to.
Or take 2 weeks.
Yeah, the time frame doesn't matter, but it's a better alternative than assaulting someone or multiple people.
Because guys, at the end of the day, we can control our tempers. But for people who have a mental problem, it is not their fault.
That's also true, yeah. And you will get people with, say, mental disability or mental health issues, and they really need help. And sometimes it takes a serious incident for someone to realise that they need the help. Again, obviously you're just going around bashing people or doing things like that. There should be a punishment, but obviously you need to look at it case by case for people with mental health issues, because sometimes they will act out and not even realise that they're doing it, which can be quite sad and disturbing. So.
Now, we won't go into detail about what happened on Saturday here, but because it made a big mess on Saturday, one huge mess. And it is sad, but it is true. And another thing, we can't criticize people if they've got mental health issues.
Right.
Is my offside.
Yeah, I think people in that situation really help. I don't want to really comment on what we witnessed on Saturday, but it wasn't a pleasant experience for anyone. Quite sad. So the person involved is getting the help that they need, and that's the main thing. So we wish that person well, they get better.
And we wish them a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Also, as a psychologist is someone who will help you through the tough times is my outsider.
Yeah, look, a visit to your local GP if you are feeling anxiety or stress or you're having trouble sleeping, they can refer you to a psychologist who can actually then help you in a private manner. Nobody needs to know. You don't even have to tell your family that you're doing it. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Asking someone for help. We all need help at different times during the day, during our lives. I mean, some people need more help than others, but at some point we all need help. Whether that's to get a lift down the street or mental health. So we all need help, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. So again, visit to your local GP. They can refer you. You've also got Lifeline there if you don't want to see your GP. But again, it's all private, confidential, and you'll be safe and secure.
And when you are on the phone to Lifeline guys, you can be anonymous.
Yes.
You don't have to say who you are on the phone. It's my outsider.
Yeah. So if you got something troubling you, an issue, you can get it off your chest in private. No one needs to know. They don't even need your name if you don't want to give it. And it could change your life. It could save your life. It could save someone else's life. For getting that issue off your chest and stopping you from acting out in a violent way. So we're anti-violence here.
So please, guys, do get on the phone and tell Lifeline how you are feeling, and they will be able to give you the best advice. And on the subject of Lifeline, their number is 131114. And that number again, grab a pen and a bit of paper. Write that number down. 131114. Stick it on your fridge or stick it in a notebook. He's my outsider.
Yeah. So once again, Lifeline. It's the reason it's called Lifeline is because it can save your life. They have stopped many, suicides, people wanting to act violent and take their anger out on other people. They've prevented a lot of this through that free service. So, highly recommended. Give them a call.
And the number that we rely on 24 hours a day.
000.
000. Please do not ring that number unless you have an emergency. Don't ring them to have a laugh. It's my outsider.
Yeah, they're not there for jokes. We've had to call them in the past. They treat us with respect, and we treat them with respect. And again, only in very serious matters do we actually pick up the phone and call that number. There's a range of other alternatives if it's not an emergency. And like Barry said, it's not for a laugh, it's not a joke, it's very serious, and you could be affecting someone's life by having a laugh with your mates and making a prank call at an inappropriate time. 000 or emergency only, don't look around.
And there is a police hotline 131444 but not emergencies.
131 and they can sort you out if your life is not in danger. You just need some advice, or you need someone to come out in a couple of hours, and it's not a rush. They can also help you out.
or coming up very soon I have another video coming up straight after this with another staff member, and coming up next we're going to be talking about the prawn stir fry, which is happening now.
Delicious.
In the kitchen. And just before we close the show today, remember, guys, sanitize.
Wash those hands. 20 seconds could save a life.
And remember, guys, we're all in this together. And remember, we are nearing the end of the lockdown soon, but we are slowly getting there. So the advice that my outsider and I would like to give to you this afternoon before we say farewell to you today at nearly 25 minutes before 3 is, please be there for one another. Show each other that you care. And remember, the most important thing, drink your fluids. Here's my outside.
Yeah. Like we had on a previous episode last week in regards to urine colour, you know, the clearer it is, the better. You know, the last thing you want is your kidneys failing or something like that due to just not drinking something as simple as enough water. So, you know, 8 glasses a day, like Barry said. Keep hydrated, keep healthy, many veggies, you know, healthy wraps, choices like that. Stay away from the fried food, the junk food. You know, every now and then's okay, but you can't live on it. And just, you know, stay well.
And to end our show today, we'd like to say thank you for tuning in today and watching our show, and here's my outsider for his closing message.
Yeah, once again, just want to say 000 for emergencies only. If you're feeling anything inside, mental health wise, some sort of emotion or feeling you're having trouble dealing with, call Lifeline. You know, that's what they're there for. Want to really hammer home the point, drink a lot of water and eat healthy. You know, if you live by these sort of 3 or 4 rules, you'll have a great, healthy, happy life. And get enough sleep, also important.
And cut down on the coffee as well.
Diuretics, you want to stay away from them. 1 a day if you can, 2, but you know, only if you're drinking a lot of water. You want to balance it out.
And that's our program for today, but
thanks everyone.
Coming up next is the prawn stir fry.
I think you got another special guest, Oscar as well. So,
yep, so
that'll be a good show, guys. Tune in for that one. Oscar's great.
And remember, sanitize. And remember, phone Lifeline if you've got any issues, guys.
There to help.
And don't ring 000 if you don't have an emergency. Yes. And from myself and Adam now, good afternoon, and we'll see Adam on the next episode.
I'll hopefully be back tomorrow, guys. Here again for the midday shift. So I should be able to do another video with Baz then before having me back on the show. Thanks for listening and watching, everyone.
And remember, do comment and subscribe and like, and let us know what you think. If you've got any questions for us or any topics, please do let us know before the next show. But for now, from Adam and myself. It's good afternoon, and don't act like an idiot on the road, or else you will go bang.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want is a road accident, everyone. So stay safe out there.
And
Don't rush, don't speed, take it easy, and be good to your neighbours, be good to your mum. Just be nice and gentle.
and coming up shortly, the prawn stir fry with Oscar. So stay tuned for that. Everyone, don't go away.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for having me on, Baz. Thanks for listening and watching, everyone.
And remember, here's another closing quote. Don't ever feel that there's no one out there that you can talk to when there is, because Adam and I don't believe in that.
Yes, that's true. There's always someone that cares, so no matter how low or bad you're feeling, somebody cares and they will miss you if something happens to you. So just consider that. Call Lifeline.
Call Lifeline, guys. And on that note, stay tuned for myself and Oscar coming up next.
Gonna be a good one, guys.
And
see you next time.
And hopefully we'll see Adam tomorrow on the show, but
I'll be back.
And until tomorrow, then for Adam, we'll see him tomorrow. And for those that are feeling not very well, we hope that you do get well. And for those that have moved on, good luck and welcome to those who are starting. And on that note, it's time for a break. Oscar and I will be back with you in a few moments. Bring you the prawn stir fry. Don't go away.
Take care, everyone. Bye.